Greetings, everyone. This is I'm Right.
I'm right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony A. Cordova.
Anthony A. Cordova?
I figured I'd try that again.
Is that like your writer name?
It's my middle initial is A.
I know what your name is, sweetheart. But you very rarely say that.
It's still 2020. I like to do something different now and then. So, Anthony A. Cordova.
Well, I did something different this week.
What did you do?
Well, the thing that wasn't different was that I spent a week with a bunch of writers through my MFA program.
Those doggone wild writers.
I love those daggone wild writers.
Wild
I enjoyed
writers.
it. It was 9 days.
It was wild. People bouncing off the ceiling and hanging from ceiling fans and everything.
No, they were in their homes. It was a virtual residency. But it was wonderful because I got to act in two scenes, and one of them you had to help me with because I had to play a drunk woman in a church at a funeral, and and I've never been drunk, so I didn't know how that sounded. So you had to help me, and you laughed every single time.
Yes, because you it's difficult for you to play a drunk.
Yes, I don't really. So I don't know. I don't know.
You didn't grow up around enough drunks.
No, I really didn't. And apparently my friends, I've never really seen my friends drunk either.
I thought at least every family had at least one drunk, one alcohol, at least one, if not several, but at least one.
Well, the ones that were most known in my family passed when I was, died when I was really young, so I don't remember them.
Oh, so it seems like you all need some new ones.
Well, the Cordovas can help with that. For sure.
We are not drunks, and I don't even drink.
Anymore.
I might need to get back to that one day.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, shall we get to this week's topic?
We should.
This week, our topic is COVID holidays. It's part of a segment that we call Stand by Your Stance. So, this is the week of Thanksgiving.
It is.
And many people are having to do something they've never done for the holidays.
Yeah, it's going to be a different holiday season because of COVID.
Yes. Well, those who are practicing safe precautions.
Well, but see, that's the issue. that is the issue.
Yes. So we, as a family, we initially were just going to Zoom with our family as we ate our meals in our own individual houses.
Right.
But that changed in a good way.
Yes, because Erica and Nick,
who is your daughter? Well, your daughter and our son-in-law.
And son-in-law, yes. Volunteered to make Thanksgiving meals, and deliver them to each one of our homes.
Yes, which is fantastic.
Very nice, because I didn't want to cook anything this year. Nothing.
Well, in Thanksgiving past, in past Thanksgivings, you and I, we don't really get into the traditional Thanksgiving, I guess I'll call it a ritual anyway, because we have celebrated Thanksgivings together where we just ate our favorite foods, French fries, ribs, whatever.
Yeah, that is true. And those were very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because we even had a guest one of those years.
We did?
Yeah, and she was very impressed that we had all this different
years and years
food.
ago.
Yeah, that wasn't typical Thanksgiving.
Yes, one of my former colleagues came over.
And that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yes. And when I was single, people, my friends, my other single friends and I would get together, kind of like a Friendsgiving. So single people, there's always a way to somehow celebrate it with others. But this year, whether it's virtual or, I just feel that people during the holidays, that's where people can get depressed, because they may feel alone in this world. And that definitely comes out at holidays when you know that other people are, have people to celebrate with.
Yeah. So this year, I guess that's going to be intensified for a lot of people. The sense of loneliness and all of that. I'm really curious to see how this Thanksgiving holiday, which just on a quick, I may start calling it Happy Family Day instead of Thanksgiving.
Because of the history of what Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving really came about.
Yes, to celebrate the massacre of hundreds of Native Americans.
Who wants to celebrate a massacre?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So, but anyway, so this year, I'm interested to see if many people social distance. I was listening to a radio show and people were calling in to tell the host what they were doing for this Thanksgiving holiday that would be a little bit different. And some people, there was one particular woman that said, "Oh, we're going to have Thanksgiving in our garage and we're going to have 3 families with 3 tables."
In the garage?
Yes. 3 families, 3 tables with the garage doors open. And the host said, "Oh, well, that's a pretty good idea. But are you all going to interact with each other?"
Well, yes. I'm trying to picture this. Yes.
So the woman, the caller said, "Well, no, but yes, we'll, talk to each other, but each family should stay at their own table." And
so no getting up and going to each other's table?
Yeah, but I don't know. In reality, I don't think that's how it's going to play out. I don't think everybody's just going to sit at their table.
And how big are the tables?
I don't know. I don't know how big the woman's garage is.
I'm still trying to understand if that's safe or not.
Well, let's say you took a 6-foot folding table and you set up 4 of them. You can probably seat 6 at each table.
How far apart?
Depends if they have a single car garage, they won't be that far apart. But if they have a double garage, a 2-car garage, they may be able to social distance. But I actually think it'll be pretty difficult to truly have that social distance that you need. People will get up to, get something to drink. They might have a cup here, cup there, or, maybe they walk to the table and then also when you get together with your family or close friends, it's really, really hard in that type of setting to not maybe want to hug the person. Say, "Oh, I haven't seen you so long." Before you know it, you've hugged each other and all of that. So I'm interested to see what people actually do. And some people are flying. I heard that 75%
what
of what used to fly are flying now.
75?
Yes. So the amount of people that are not flying is only 25%. So the numbers for the holidays
My mouth is wide open.
Have only gone down by 25%.
I couldn't do it. Especially since more people fly during holidays than other times of the year. But you know what? I kind of blame, I hope none of our listeners work for the CDC, but I kind of blame them because it was only the week before. It was only last week that the CDC recommended that people not travel. So whereas if they had done that maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks ago, then maybe people would have had it in their head, oh, I'm not supposed to do that. Not that everybody has listened to the CDC this year anyway, but they needed to make that recommendation before, because I've heard journalists, as they're reporting the story of CDC now recommends don't travel this Thanksgiving, that journalists said after that story on air, so TV journalists, oh, I just changed my plans.
Yeah.
But a lot of people can't suddenly change their plans.
Oh, well, the airlines did say they would let people cancel their flights, no problem. Because
no problem as in free, or no problem as in
for free.
Oh,
for free.
So they're not going to charge them for canceling.
No, they're not going to put people through. Yeah, but if they got the information that you shouldn't fly, but according to the airline, the plane is safer.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry if you work for an airline too. If you work for an airline, please call us and let us know how it's safe to travel during the holidays. If 75% of people are traveling as they used to, tell me how that plane is safe.
But they say that the plane has medical grade air filters on it. And they've designed.
So does my university that I work at, but that doesn't mean I want to go in a classroom with all my students.
But they've designed it for better air circulation, so better fresh air circulation into the plane, and with the medical filters that they put in, that they're actually less likely to catch COVID from someone in the plane than they would if they would catch COVID from somebody waiting to board the plane.
That doesn't make sense. So if you're waiting to board the plane, well, first of all, because I haven't kept up with this story since I have no plans to travel anytime soon. But when you're waiting for your flight,
well, you social distance,
But here's my question: when you're waiting for your flight, yes, they can mark off seats. You can sit here, but you can't sit here.
Yeah.
Are you required to wear your mask while you're sitting, waiting for a plane?
Yes, if you're in the airline, yes, you are required.
You mean the airport?
The airport, yes. You're required to put your mask on or have a mask on the moment you walk through the door
of the airport.
And
you have to keep it on while you're on the flight.
Yes. Yes. And they also
what about bathrooms?
They also have masks for you if you don't have a mask with you.
Yes, but what I have seen are stories where people have refused, and there's this whole scene.
Well, then there's going to be a scene then if someone does that, because they will not allow anyone in the airport without a mask.
Okay. Cool.
So,
and then on the plane, is the plane filled, or do they have, every other seat, every other row?
I can't remember which airlines it was, but they threw out saving that middle seat.
Threw it out? So now there are 3 people in a row?
There can be, but
no.
But what they try to do, what they recommend passengers do, is if that middle seat is going to be used, for it to be used for someone that's within their household.
Oh, okay.
So kind of creating.
But what about the row in front of you and the row behind you, where
people can sit? Yes.
That's too close.
Yeah, but they have better filters. So?
Better filters. I am not convinced.
Better filters.
I am not convinced.
So what I'm gathering is, with all of this, some people are angry that, the powers to be are recommending that they stay home and don't travel on Thanksgiving. So they're really upset. A lot of people are really upset.
It seems like a lot of people are ignoring that recommendation. If 75% of people are flying this week.
And all of them have what you would think is a a valid reason. So some people are they're quarantining themselves for 14 days before they fly.
Which is good. That's good.
And they're also getting tested a few days before they fly.
Are the airports testing people?
No.
Because if you have COVID, if you knowingly have COVID, you can come into the airport with your mask on and no one would know, right?
But I think they are checking temperatures. So
the airport is?
Yes. So they're not doing a COVID test. But if you have a temperature, chances are you're not flying. So it doesn't cover asymptomatic people or anything like that. But it's all a risk. Maybe nobody in their family will catch COVID. But here's what I've got to say.
What do you have to say?
I've got to say there was one year, was it in December? Maybe 2 years ago, December, and we all celebrated our birthdays in New Orleans. And
it was 2 years ago.
And yes, and my sister always wanted to have a house full of people. It was like her
she
dream
got her wish
to have a house full of
and
people.
She let that wish go after that. She sure did. Like, I
don't think she let it go. I think we all let it go.
No, she said she didn't want that many people, that she could have sleepovers again. But we had 13 people.
13 people in a 3-bedroom house?
Yes.
And
so we were on couches on the floor.
My granddaughter was sick with the flu.
Oh yes, that's right.
So
and then I got sick afterwards. Like we were home.
Every single person that was there got sick.
Yes. Except for I think maybe 2 people didn't out of 13.
Yeah. So, okay. Now we weren't wearing masks or anything.
Well, no, it was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
For sure.
But COVID is like really serious, because people can die from it.
Yes.
So,
and she got pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, she got worse after she got there.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if one little girl can get everyone in the house sick, okay.
But in her defense, we did all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah, well, this is true. But I'm thinking with COVID and you have families coming in, different families, and no matter how hard you try to be safe with COVID, you do something that you're not supposed to do. You have your mask on and you sneeze. So you can sneeze into your mask, but then your nose itches. So you go scratch your nose and you can touch surfaces and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And like I said, also...
in fact, I didn't realize how much I touched my face until this year.
Yeah,
I touch my face often.
It's really hard to keep up. And, like with me, being out there every day, I started noticing that it's almost impossible not to touch something that someone else has touched, and there could be COVID there, and it's almost impossible to remember not to touch your face,
right?
Rub your eyes or something like that. But everywhere I go, no matter how hard I try, I touch something that someone else has touched. So I'm thinking within a household of people that are there for the holidays with loved ones that they haven't seen in a while, I think the possibilities of making a mistake are even higher.
Sure. Especially if you haven't seen them for a while and you see them. The thing I miss the most about COVID is hugging people. Who aren't in this house,
Right.
I miss that. But, I'm thinking about Thanksgiving past, and we have spent a Thanksgiving volunteering. And so when I think of, volunteering to feed the homeless.
Yes.
And I think of them like, oh my gosh, how's
Mhm.
that going to work this year?
Yeah, I think I saw something on that. I don't remember how.
You know,
How
maybe
they're
maybe it's
still doing
something.
it, but
Well, you know, maybe it's something like what we're doing, but on a grander scale, where you know Erica and her husband are delivering food to us because that was
Mhm.
what you did as a volunteer. You
Right.
helped deliver, so maybe they're delivering food meals
But they
to
can't.
people.
They can't. Did you see how many homeless people were
I
there? You're
did,
talking
I
about
did,
thousands
which was
of
disturbing.
yeah,
You know,
thousands of homeless people
you
were
know,
there.
but
So
maybe kind-hearted people will, you know, if they see homeless people often, maybe they will, um, you know, deliver, you know, with you know socially distanced, no contact,
mhm.
you know, like restaurants are doing, delivering food, no contact.
Right.
So you maybe just regular people can do that. Like maybe you don't have to be a part of the. You know, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad for homeless people anyway. You know,
Mhm.
because I think homeless people get a bad rep, but a lot of the homeless I've talked to, um, you know, they were just one paycheck away from being homeless and they became homeless. It's
That
not,
is
you know, that they're
correct.
bad people or anything. They just one paycheck away, you know.
Yes, because listeners, I'm going to say this, but we have been those type of people where we're one paycheck away from
Yes.
not being able to pay our bills. It's happened before.
Yes, but you know,
Um,
we managed to rise up, you know, and or something came through, you
yeah, yeah,
know,
we always manage to
we
get through.
to get through,
Yeah, thank
but some
goodness.
people don't have that, you
Yeah,
know.
I understand. I understand. Just so I guess thankful.
Yes.
Maybe we should talk about during this episode because a lot of people do it during the Thanksgiving holiday
Yes,
and say
that's
what
one
they're
part of the tradition cuz
thankful
Thanksgiving is not my favorite
for.
holiday, never has been, but mainly because of the history of it and I don't
Yeah.
like the traditional foods. But the part I do like is that's the one time a year people express gratitude for what's in their life. So let's do
Yes.
that in our second segment that we call
Give it a rest and a resolution.
So normally our second segment is about resolutions and conclusions, but let's use it to talk about what we're thankful for.
Okay. I think we should keep this short because I could go on for a long time. So
We have time.
I'm only going to name one thing that's probably the most important to me. And I'm thankful for my family and my loved ones because my family gives me a sense of security. So I was just talking about, yes, we have been one paycheck away from things going really bad, but I know that no matter what happens, I have my family and that they won't let anything happen to me bad. And, you can go through bad times, but if you go through bad times totally alone with nobody, when I call anybody that has your back, no matter what. So my family has my back, our back. So I know we'll be okay just because of family.
I would agree with that. I echo that sentiment. I am most thankful for family, and I'm thankful that I have people to love, and they love me. You know, so I'm quite thankful for that.
Cool.
So
Anything
I
else?
love you, baby.
Love you too. You got anything else you're
Well,
thankful for?
I'm thankful for people keep giving me opportunities to do things that I enjoy and that I learn from and I benefit from. So I'm thankful for all the people who keep giving me opportunities. So I appreciate that.
Cool. And by the way, when I say thankful for my family. That includes you too, Jill.
Well, yeah, I figured. I would hope so. I hope you consider me family.
Even though you're not blood, unless you want to do the blood.
I am an honorary Cordova. Thank you very much. You want to do the blood brother
thing, and we can prick our fingers and smear our blood together?
I have never understood that ritual. No. Nope.
We be blood brother and sister.
Nope.
They should start making people do that when they get married. You know how they used to do blood test?
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe.
And I'm glad that they stopped that practice.
Maybe we could prick our fingers and smear our blood together.
Why would I purposely do something?
Then you're really connected to me for life.
No.
Because my blood would get into your blood and it would be going through your veins and your arteries and to your heart, and we would be one.
We're already one. We're already a part of each other. What are you talking about?
That would seal the deal.
I think our deal is already sealed. Thank you very much.
Criteria for getting married.
Nope. Then I probably never would have gotten married ever.
Ha.
But we're already one, sweetheart.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
All right. Well, let's get to our third segment that we call
I'm trying to help you.
Do you have any advice for our listeners about holidays during COVID?
Yes, I do. And this is an easy one. For this holiday, we know you miss your loved ones and all of that, but is it really worth it to chance it? Some people are asymptomatic with COVID. Some get really sick from it also, and some die from it. So I would hate for someone to say, no matter what, I'm going to see my family. And then later one of their family members dies because of that visit. It's just 1 year. What do we have? They have not the antidote, but the vaccine that's coming soon. So I think we can all be patient enough to just wait. Do whatever else you have to do. Zoom, call, anything you need to do. But that family gathering, I don't think it should happen this year.
Yes, I agree. Because we've done it this long, just a little bit longer.
Yes.
Just a little bit longer. Although on the vaccine situation, I need someone else to try it first. Then I'll get in line.
That's a whole nother episode, which we won't get into right now, but that's a whole nother episode.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, let's get to our last segment that we call. So, what do you think? What do you think? Because I'm right.
Because I'm right.
So, listeners, we do want to hear from you. How are you planning to celebrate the holidays during a time of COVID? What are your creative ideas of how to get through the holidays?
Yeah, call and let us know.
Because whatever you're doing, it could help someone else.
Yes, it might be an excellent suggestion that no one else has thought of.
Yes.
Another way to make all of this work. And so give us a call at 404-594-2247.
Look at you knowing the number this time.
I didn't even have to look at the number.
Look at you.
On my little cheat pad.
I am so proud.
Isn't it funny how 20 years ago, I knew so many phone numbers in my mind and could recall them at any time. Now nobody remembers numbers.
No, because we don't have to.
Don't have to.
That's right. Okay, well, you've been listening to I'm Right.
I'm Right.
I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony A. Cordova.
Shout out to Gifford Ivan Cordova III for the music, Nick Zinke for the art. And listeners, we are also thankful for you.
For you. Oh, that's a good one.
Is it?
Yes, that is
I come up with them every now and then. So thank you for all your support. We're truly
thank you
honored that you listen to us.
And we're waiting for COVID to end because we really want our listenership to go up. And I know a lot of our listeners hadn't been listening because they were not in their cars as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, we got to go.
All right.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.